What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Let's Play Batman Arkham Asylum. Last episode, we chased down Scarecrow. Now let's learn a little bit more about Killer Croc before we enter his lair.
Sam, shut up! You think I'm scared of you, Cash? I've got your scent. You're and I've got yours, too. Know what? It stinks! Carry on, Doc.
Please don't do that again, Mr. Cash. It's not helping. I'm sorry about the comment, but what can we do if you insist on hospitalizing 3 dogs?
Strap on whatever you like, Doc. This thing just tickles. I'm happy to wait here. Wait for the bat. He'll be back, and I'll kill him. Then Cash. Then you. In your dream. Now get him. Now.
It might not seem like that said a whole lot about Killer Croc. As a character, it didn't tell us anything we don't already know, but the collar that they mention that Cash uses to shock him becomes quite important, actually.
Too late, Batman! One step closer, and this goes into the water. The cave will fill with your deepest, darkest nightmares, and you will never reach your precious venom roots.
Don't do it, Crane.
Well, that's apparently it for Scarecrow. As far as we know, anyway.
I thought I made them
Killer Croc isn't typically one to just let a good hot meal go, but maybe we'll see him again one day. Who knows? Oh, somehow salvage that. I thought I was gonna take a dive. So we don't really have to worry about Scarecrow's fear toxin seeping into the water supply anymore. Oh, I read a couple comments from the last episode I put up. Some really interesting information in there. But first, we have a cutscene real quick.
Oracle, I'm heading into Croc's lair to collect the plant spores Ivy spoke about. He's in some kind of old sewer network. Send me the schematics. It's like a maze down here.
There's nothing on record. Bruce, are you sure about this? Sounds like a suicide mission.
I've got no choice. I've tuned the scanner to detect the spores required to make the antivenom. It'll lead me straight to them.
What about Croc?
Croc's just an animal. And animals just need traps and the right bait. I'll be fine. I'll contact you when I'm done. These floating platforms will support me, but will also send sound waves through the water, giving away my position to Croc. I'll need to move as slowly as possible.
Okay, so last episode I had an idea for a Scarecrow story where he pollutes the water supply and commits an act of terrorism by polluting it with fear toxin. And I totally forgot that that's the entire plot to Batman Begins, where they use the microwave to vaporize the water supply and the steam full of fear gas rises up through the sewer system and into the streets. I completely forgot that that was already the plot of a movie. Someone also responded to my question about why the water filtration system wouldn't just filter the fear gas out down here. And apparently how the most water treatment systems work is they filter out common types of contaminants and bacteria, but since the fear toxin wouldn't really be something they're looking for, it would probably get through and pollute the water supply. Thank you. I can't remember who actually commented with that. Thank you, though. So now we have our first spore pod. We'll be collecting about 6 or 7 of these. If you hear him taunt you a little bit, it usually means that Killer Croc's about to pop up and attack you.
These spores don't contain enough of the
Normally, that's how it works. If you're in the process of harvesting the spores, he'll hold off on attacking you, so you can't actually get attacked while you're in that pre-baked animation that you can't get out of, to avoid getting killed by him. Like, he's about to pop up somewhere. I think he's behind me. This is a bad position for him to be in. Shit. Now I have to wait for him to get through the gate. Ooh, that didn't work. That was closer than I would like it to be. So the sewer sequence is a giant labyrinth where we're playing a game of hot and cold. And there's an additional layer of challenge on top of that in that... Oh, I guess that one is a scripted attack. So, in the beginning of the sequence, Batman tells you that if you make too much noise by walking too quickly and having your footsteps reverberate through the water, that'll alert Croc to where you are. So you want to walk as slowly as possible, and he's about to pop out again in front of me. Cool. So you generally want to walk as slowly as possible. If you straight up run, if you try to sprint through the section, he will pop up directly underneath you and kill you automatically. If he gets within melee range of you, or if he gets close enough to dive at you before you hit him with a batarang, he will also just kill you instantly. So, you can't afford to just straight up walk, though, as quickly as possible. You can power walk through the sewers and make a bunch of noise, because it's really pretty easy to hit him with batarang. He's behind me, isn't he? Oh no, he's coming through the wall! Just as I'm talking about how easy it is... Just as I'm talking about how easy it is to pop him in the collar with the batarang and give him a little shock so he gets off your tail, I get eaten. Oh well. They're pretty generous with checkpointing in this area. I think he is behind me again. Yeah. And sometimes Croc will also open up new pathways for you that you previously wouldn't be able to access. There are a couple of sections that are... There are a couple of sections like that that are necessary to have him break the wall down for you, so that you can access spore pods. And I think we're coming up to 1 or 2 of those soon. This one, maybe? I think he's gonna pop up in front. No. So yeah, you can alert him to where you are by moving too quickly and making too much noise. And on top of that, there are also... There's one of them. There are also scripted moments where he comes out to attack you. And it's usually stuff like this where he has to break down a wall for you to access a spore pod. We'll gather about, looks like, maybe 3 more, including this one. Then we'll be able to make our way back to the entrance where we sprayed that gigantic glob of explosive gel. Ooh. Oh, he's right there. Yeah, it's not too bad. Getting a quick hit off with a batarang on his collar. The only thing that can be a little problematic is if you're at a 4-way intersection. You have to either be paying real close attention to where the sound effect of him popping up is from, which can be a little bit difficult in this environment because there's so much echo in here. That's behind me, though. And generally, if you're at like a 4-way intersection, you're gonna have to rotate the camera around a lot to find him. That can give him time to close the distance and kill you. Okay, so now he's started destroying platforms. This usually happens when you're about 3/5 of the way through this section. And now he's gonna alternate between popping up in front of us or behind us or on the side of us and charging at us and destroying platforms underneath us. By the way, that scared the shit out of me. Don't rely too much on ziplining around. Because if you zipline around too much, except to cross gaps that you absolutely have to cross, Like, if you zipline around to avoid making noise, sometimes he will just break a board right underneath you and snatch you out of midair. So, walking is Did I get him? Okay. Walking is usually the best way to get around here. You really don't have to walk slow like Batman advises you to do right in the beginning of this sequence. You can just hold the stick as far forward or as hard as possible so he gets up to his maximum walking speed. But if you start running, like I said, he will kill you just straight up. He'll pop up underneath you. Won't give you any chance to react to him. Oh, going the wrong way. When you're going the wrong way, it'll flash red and let you know change directions real quick. I wish he would pop up and destroy that wall behind me, but I'm gonna have to find another way around there. Oh, it's right there. Never mind. Ah, he's right in front of me. Thank you. That's the best luck you can get with Killer Croc, is if he just pops up in front of you. It's barely even an inconvenience if he does that. This, I think, is the last one. Scoop, scoop, scoop.
I've got enough spores. I need to get back to the Batcave and formulate the antidote.
Oh, I get it. You've activated a sonar beacon down there. Clever.
Oracle, I'm getting out of here.
What about Croc?
He won't be a problem.
Clever bat. Oh, he popped up right in front of me. Holy shit. That's especially scary when that happens because, oh, it's not fun dodge rolling and diving around on these narrow little platforms. I'm pretty sure it's instant death if you happen to accidentally fall into the water here. Because as soon as you fall in, I think Croc just swims right up to you and gobbles you up. Oh, where is he? Ah, right in front of me again. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Yeah. As long as you have, like, a rough idea of where he's coming from when he pops up, it's not hard to react to at all. One thing I have noticed is that I don't think quick batarangs work against Croc. I think you have to actually manually aim, or go into manual aim mode, which isn't really manually aiming because it just locks onto his collar automatically, but point is, if you're trying to do the double tap of the left trigger to get it to do a quick batarang, I don't think that works, or at least it usually doesn't work for me. Aside from that, there's not too much to worry about. Oh, God. That always looks a lot scarier than it is. If you're using the zipline sparingly and only when necessary to cross a platform, he won't grab you. It'll just look like he's about to, and it'll scare the shit out of you, but you're in no real danger there. Alright, so in about 150 meters or so, we're going to enter a sequence where we can finally start sprinting and just flat out run to the end of the level. Until then, though... Oh, gotta run now, though. Until then, though... This is one of those games with such good atmosphere and environmental design. You could just happily... Ooh, right in front of me again, good. You could just kind of quietly explore every little corner of it. It's one of those, if it was one of those types of games, like minimal gameplay, just exploration focused, like Dear Esther or something. Dear Arkham. Dear Batman. Just love the hell. Oh! Get away, Croc. No means no. Love the sound design. Like, especially when you get to areas like the sewer here, or any kind of, like, cave level, and you can start to really hear the acoustics of everything. It's goddamn wonderful. Or like when we were going through, I think it's the main sewer junction earlier, and you can hear Joker way far away, and his voice is real, like, muted and muffled, but has that reverb on it, and you can hear him just like torturing someone or something in another room. Just everything about this is really polished. And now this is pretty much just a linear little chase sequence. It's nothing hard. Just hold A down, run your ass off. Try to avoid slipping into the water when the camera changes angles on you, and you'll be fine. You're just running straight to the end. This I've always thought was really clever. Instead of getting into this brawl with Killer Croc, instead of trying to fight him straight up, because that wouldn't be a very Batman-like thing to do, you set a trap well in advance and spring it at the very end.
I will find you!
Alright. Now that we have all of the spores that we need, we can finally go around back to the Batcave and synthesize some kind of antidote for this Titan epidemic we seem to be facing. And then after that, we can finish confronting Poison Ivy. First of all, where am I going? Oh, I thought it was up north. Could take this hallway down. And we are going to re-enter... Actually, real quick, I thought there was supposed to be a tape here. Oh no, I already got this tape. It was the one that the guard would kind of be spooning. Also, there's some guards around here, so I'm going to set up... Nope, that's not what I want. I want to set up some gel. And then I'll try to... I was going to try to silently take down the one with the knife. And then kite them all back here. That didn't get as many of them as I wanted. Oh well. We'll just beat them all up. What the hell is the guy with the bat in the background doing? I think he got his bat stuck in the wall or something. Oh! I could have sworn I was out of range of his attack. I should have just countered it. Won't make that mistake twice. Okay, I can use my special... Oh, that's not my special takedown. Yeah, better to dodge out of the way of that, because the dodge is a little bit quicker than countering. I said before, you can't cancel out of an attack animation into the counter very effectively. You can use the dodge roll to cancel to a much better extent, though. Much more effectively.
I take it you felt that. The plants are going crazy. I'm getting seismic spikes in all locations. It's not good.
It's okay. I've got the mold samples. I'm heading to the Batcave to mix up the antidote.
Good. I'd tell you to hurry, but I'm sure you know what you're doing. Contact me in the cave if you need anything.
Okay, so where am I going? I know I'm going to the Batcave, but where is the Batcave? Oh, it's behind me? Oh, right, the ventilation shafts. Completely forgot about that. I think we exited from the vent shaft last time we were in the Batcave, and now we're going to enter from the side that we exited from last time.
Scan and open.
How close are you to making the cure?
Close. It's been more difficult than I expected. The process is slow, difficult, and doesn't produce much antidote.
And the good news?
The chemical will definitely stop Ivy. It may also reverse the Titan transformation. I need to run some more tests to be sure. I've set the computer to create more, but I need to get out of here and find Ivy.
Thank God. Her plants have reached the Gotham River. Batman! Bruce, are you alright?
I'm fine.
Man, I know Batman has a genius level intellect, but slow and difficult to produce that antidote. Seems like the understatement of the year. Using spores to synthesize a cure for this brand new, unprecedented Titan compound. That's some high-level biochemistry. This is the Ultra Bat Claw, which we will use a bunch next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take it easy. Have a good one.